Hey, good morning, Plumstead, and welcome to the 2022 to 2023 Upper School Advance. Right now, we're at the Giant Swing, and we're going to be asking some students, teachers, staff, and some other special guests some questions. So here we go. All right, so we're here with Jesse Petrie. So Jesse, first question on the list, how many years have you been coming to Plumstead?
I started in first grade, and I've been here ever since.
Awesome, dude. Okay, so what are you looking forward to the most about this year?
This year, definitely like baseball, especially going into high school. It'll be cool.
All right, that's great. So do you have any goals then for the year?
Just figure out high school. You know, I want to get it down and get some good grades.
Makes sense. Okay, lastly, what have you been enjoying about the advance so far?
The advance is really fun. We went on a hike. We did a lot of team building. Very difficult, but we got through. You know, that was probably my favorite part so far. It's been great.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah. Everyone. So we're back with two more of our freshmen, Megan and Sarah. So we just got a few questions for you guys. So how many years have you two been coming to Plumstead?
This is our second one.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to most about this year?
Meeting new people and getting closer with other people I already know.
All right. Awesome. So do you have any goals then?
Do well in school.
Make more friends.
Yeah.
Awesome. So lastly, what have you enjoyed most about the advance so far?
That one team building exercise we had where I like walked in the ropes thing and tried to like stay stable. That was fun.
Yeah, that was actually fun because we got to talk to random people that we necessarily didn't want to talk to.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Hello, today we're here with Mrs. Fry. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
All right.
So how many years have you been working at Plumstead?
This is month 4.
All right. What are you looking forward to most about this year?
I am looking forward to actually knowing people at the beginning of the year and getting to know everyone better.
All right, fun. So do you have any goals for this year?
My goal for this year is to prayerfully follow what God has for the students in front of me.
That's a good goal. What have you enjoyed about the advance so far?
I'm watercoloring up there. Come and join me next year.
Nice. All right, so today we're going to be interviewing Shaneem and possibly Kathy. So how many years have you been going to Plumstead?
0.
So this is your first year?
Yep.
All right, so what are you looking forward to most about this year?
What did I answer? The NFT class. The NFT classes.
Yes, I'm also very excited for that class.
Yep.
Yeah, the computer teacher seems really nice. What are your goals for this year?
A's.
Straight A's?
Yep.
Amazing. All right. What have you enjoyed most about the advance so far?
The delicious food.
I know, the food was amazing.
We are here with
Rob Chifukoyo,
our speaker here. So, Rob, what brought you to faith?
Yeah, well, it was actually a high school friend of mine. His name is Simon Phillips, will forever be famous in my family. And we were cricket teammates. So we're on the same cricket team back in Zimbabwe. And Simon used to go to a youth group, and we went to an all-boys school. And every time we'd play cricket's a long game, Saturday, the whole Saturday. And Simon just seemed to have fans cheering for him. So we're like, man, where you get these fans? He was like, they're from my youth group. And, you know, we started to get introduced to this youth group through our cricket team, which is a unique thing, right? Cricket, Jesus and cricket.
Well, that's very interesting. Yeah. So what, for everyone watching, what is a main message you want for everyone to know?
Yeah, you know, like I think the theme of this advance is perfect for this, you know, to say, hey, don't let anyone look down on you because you're young. Be an example of Christ. I think that's an awesome thing. Like, I think it's just stirring in my heart that even though you're watching this, maybe guys who are here, you feel like, you know, I'm young and maybe overlooked. Maybe the things I'm sensing are, you know, they're not yet good enough because I'm not old enough. But the Bible's saying, hey, 1 Timothy 4 is saying, hey, don't let anyone look down on you because you're young. So that's my thing. Whatever dreams God's put in your heart, whatever God's doing in your heart, don't let anyone look down on that because of your age. I think go for it. Go for it.
Keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus. We gotta keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. Obsessively fixated on Jesus Christ, because that is the only way that we can be an example of Christ, if our eyes are fixed on the example.
In Jesus' name, with some wisdom, but go for it.
I love that message.
Yeah.
Now, I think to better know you, what are some fun facts about you?
Some fun facts about me. I've already told you I played this really cool game called cricket, which no one likes at all around here. No one cares. But yeah, I don't even know what to say in this. Like I've written books. I like writing, so that's a cool fact. I've written 5 books, which is fun. But then this is the big deal. I once met Kobe Bryant. That's like my claim to fame. I once met Kobe Bryant. Like, I don't know, there's a whole story to that, but I'm one of those people that can say I met Kobe, in real life in a Starbucks, just chilling. So yeah, that's a fun fact. Fun fact. Is that fun?
Yeah, I consider that a fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for helping us out here at the Advance and, being the main messenger for here.
Yeah, well, it's been awesome, and you guys are doing great, and I just love being around you guys, so it's such a pleasure to be here.
Take a step down for me, and then you will get
I can't believe I've got a camera attached to my head. Alright, this is like terrifying. So let's just hope that I don't die. Alright? Actually, this is a lot less scary when you're up here. Yeah, it's like less scary now that oh, there's everyone down there. That's so fun! Wait, how do you go upside down? Whoa! Holy crap! Oh, that's so weird. I'm upside down now. Woo! That's actually really fun.
Sorry, Mark, will laugh at me. Okay, so I am just going to share a little bit of my testimony and my story as, a believer and my walk in my faith. So I'm sure like most of you guys here, I grew up in a Christian home. My parents were believers, and I've been at Plumstead since kindergarten. So yeah, I've always been surrounded by the Word and, people that live life in Christ. So I think that my faith really has started becoming my own. Which I said, like I said, I feel like people who grew up in Christian homes, I think there's that time where it changes from something that you read about to something that you live. So for me, I'd say that was probably about middle school where I started really thinking about that. And I started having those more like emotional feelings in my faith, and then time went on. Fast forward to I'd say sophomore year was a time where life just got really hard. Yeah, I don't really know how to put it any other way. I think, I say it kind of general because I want you guys to be able to relate to that in that way of your faith and how you walk in it. But Yeah, so I'd say sophomore year was kind of the turning point for me. And I know Julia shared one of her verses, and for me, one of mine is James 1:2. I think it's like 2 through 4, but I'm actually completely blanking on what it says. This is a long one. I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. Thank you. Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And let perseverance finish its work so that you may be complete. Not liking anything. I'm so sorry. That's really bad. I totally blanked on that. I promise it's important to me. So yeah, where am I going with this? So I said I was sophomore year, but I think that was just kind of a first stepping stone in progression of my faith. And so I think, sorry, I really am kind of jumping all over the place, guys. Just stay with me. Okay, my last point will be junior year. For me, this was a very, very, very big turning point for my faith. I was kind of coasting through life, and I don't want to get emotional. I think I thought I had it all figured out, and I thought I knew what I wanted for myself. I thought I knew what I needed. And one day that just kind of got flipped up in front of me. It got flipped upside down and completely changed, and pretty earth-shattering thing. And so I think ever since then, it kind of felt like I started at square one with my faith. You know, I remember a time after that, and I was journaling. I journaled like 5 pages, and I finished it by writing that I needed to fall in love with Jesus. And ever since then, I think that's really what's happened. Yeah, I don't know what other way to put it. I think that just being in a position where you're really on your knees and pretty completely clueless to what is going on in life and where you are and what God is doing and everything of that sort, I think it really just kind of shocked me to my core and brought me to a very genuine and complete dependence on Jesus. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of where it takes us to today. Just kind of living with that and taking it day by day and, you know, just trying my very best to trust on Him and whatever happens. And I know that's kind of cliche and you hear that all the time, but I think it becomes more real as you move forward in life and as you kind of experience a lot more things. So, yeah, I'd say that pretty much wraps up my story. So, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Billy McFadden, if you don't know me. I've been going to Pumpkin since 8th grade, so, but I'll just be honest with you right now. I'm feeling the pressure, my heart is pumping, and I just feel like today that, like, I remember being here last year and hearing the seniors share, and I was like, imagine sharing, like, never. I was like, you gotta be out of your mind. And today, I've had multiple people come up to me saying, oh, you're sharing. And I was like, no, I'm not. And I think God's just putting it on my heart to say this, and I don't know why. But I'm hoping that someone can open up their heart and take what I'm going to say. I have kind of a unique story, but I feel like in the end it's pretty relatable. But I was born to no Christian parents, and I feel like that's kind of different here. My parents got divorced, and I got blessed that my dad did find Christ, and I was about 5 when that happened, so I wasn't even allowed to see him yet, really, but over time, I eventually just started to hear the name Jesus, and eventually just started like to question about it, and going into middle school at a public school, I was shell-shocked. I was like absolutely, I had no idea what was happening around me. I heard terms I've never heard before. I heard words. It was crazy, and I just knew that like that was not for me. And I started going to church with my dad for the first time, and somehow I ended up at Plumstead in 8th grade, and all I knew was my dad's story, and that was pretty much it. So being around my class and finding people that like I love to hang out with, and it just like really changed my life. And I started to adopt a relationship with Christ of my own. And I would say going into high school, I started to have the mindset. The most important people to me at that point was my family. And other than my dad, not a single person in my family was Christian. And being around that, I felt like this verse, like I had to live it out. Like I literally had to say, like, even though I'm young, I have to set an example. And I know like Christmas and holidays are a time where we go to like have fun with our family, but for me that was like the most pressure in the world. Like everything I said and watched was being viewed as I was a Christian, and anything that wasn't Christian-like would be judged by my own grandparents and my own aunts and uncles. And that was just like a really hard burden to carry. And just fast forwarding to today, me and my dad were eventually to spread it to only one other person in my family to this day, and that's my uncle. And he actually is now coaching the varsity soccer team at Plumstead, and he's been baptized, and that's just like awesome. So, but for me, living out the verse, I just feel that as a 9th grader being here, I was super excited to mess around and cause some trouble in the dorms and splash a peanut butter jelly sandwich over everyone's bed. Pretty crazy. Maybe. But over time, I learned that what I did was being watched. And now being a senior, like, all eyes are on me. And I just want everything that I do to reflect Christ. And I think that's kind of hard because right now I feel like I'm in one of the hardest spots I've been. Realizing that Christianity isn't just doing the right thing, like here, but it's doing the right thing when only you and God know what the right thing to do is sometimes for yourself. And it's not always what the right and the wrong thing is to do. It's like what the wise thing is to do. I kind of live by that. I think if you're sick and you're not going to go to a sports practice, that's the wise thing to do. It's not right or wrong. You just think of what's best. And I've been trying to live by that, but I'll just read the verse to end, because the second part of it really hits me. So this is the first part. Don't let anyone look down on you because you're young. So we all know that. But then the second part is the most important part. But set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. And I feel like those 4 things, what we say, what we do, how we love others and forgive others, and just like keeping our own hearts pure, I feel like that's like the best way to do that. And since everyone shared a verse, mine's Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And I just feel like, how can you not get pumped up with the Lord? Like, he's like right here, right now. So I just thought that was awesome, and I wanted to share that, and thank you.